It's time now for Real Estate Update. With Usha Chandra of GlobeNet Realty, real estate is our world.
Now we're standing here.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, once again, welcome to this very exciting segment of the weekly real estate update with Usha Chandra of GlobeNet Realty. With that, welcome to the show, Usha.
Thank you so much for having me on the show, Ms. Chandra and Australian Indian Radio.
And it is always wonderful to have you on the show. And once again, after a bit of a turmoil area, let's look at what's been happening right across the nation. In terms of auctions, what are the clearance rates? What's happening in that scene?
Yes, after long times, there's some very good news. Preliminary clearance rates hold over 60% across combined capitals as auction activities rise for the second consecutive week. Auction activity is up for the second consecutive week with 1,839 capital city homes auctioned last week, with each of the capitals recording auctions volumes line up above the recorded previous week's capital city auction activity rose 14.2% from the previous week of 1,611 and was up 4.3% higher than the number of auctions held this time last year, which was 1,764. Out of the 1,399 results collected, 62.6% reported was successful results, the highest preliminary result in the 12-week period. Last week's result was up 1.2% points compared with the previous week, when preliminary clearance rate of 61.5%, later revised to 56% at final figures, was recorded, while this time last year 64.3% of the capital auctions were successful. So good results. It's going up a little bit slowly, but surely it is going up.
And that is a good result. As we know, the cycle that goes, so we're really up there because of the big bubble. Then it, of course, took a nosedive, as it had to happen. Now it's bringing the stability, and it is getting to the normal level where it's supposed to be. So you can see that the rise in the results and everything like that. So having a look at those those conditions. So let's go across and sweep across the cities and find out what the clearance rates have been and the number of auctions.
Yes, let's have a quick look at the results. Sydney first, 63.4%. 654 auctions properties were taken to auction, and the cleared auctions was 329. Melbourne, 64.9%. 787 properties were taken to auction, and 407 sold under the hammer. Brisbane is 44.2%, and 151 properties were taken to auction. 42% properties were sold under the hammer. So results are very down in Brisbane. Adelaide, 68.1%. 125 properties were taken to auction, and 49 sold under the hammer. Perth is 21.4%, very down there. 15 properties were taken to auction, only 3 sold under the hammer. Tasmania was not applicable. Canberra was 66.7%. 103 properties were taken to auction, and 45 sold under the hammer. So let's have a look at the average. 62.6%. 1,839 properties were taken to auction, and only 878 sold under the hammer. So that's the results, looking better than the previous week.
And of course, yes, the results are looking much better now than before. So what it means is, as we mentioned before, that we can see the stability coming back into the market slowly, and that will see a lot more people showing a little bit more confidence in the market. So, the agents should now be gearing up for the activities. But of course, because what happens now has a ripple effect. So, the downturn that people are witnessing now is as a result of what happened a while back. So what's happening now is there's a tip that to show that the market is on recovery, or when you say recovery, it might not get back to that high level, but it will get back to the normal level, which is what's real. So looking at all of those, and as we know that Brisbane previously we were looking at about 29% growth in the 12-month change. Where are we sitting now with the 12-month change in the capital cities?
Yes, looking at Brisbane, Sydney first, minus 1.1%. So down there. Melbourne is minus 1.3%, very, very down there. Brisbane is down as well, 19.4%, where we discussed it was 29% in the last record. Adelaide is 22.8%. It was about 28% there as well. And Perth is down as well, 5%, and the combined is 3.1%. Normally it was about 10-12%. So its combined capitals change is 3.1%. So it's down. The market has been down there.
So the market is down, and well, place to buy now would be Sydney because it was very high, and right now it's gone down. Adelaide is quite up there, and again, you see, if you see that it was lagging behind before, and so everyone rushed there, and that pushed the prices up. And same thing happened with Brisbane, but it's now coming down, but it's still plus that much, and while the Sydney is on the minus. So in terms of stock that's available in the market, let's sweep across the nation and take a look at what are the stock available, what are the listing levels or the listing bank in the nation.
Yes, looking at the listings are quite high. As we discussed before, the sales are not happening that much, but the listings are still pretty high there. Brisbane is 3,968 new homes have come on the market. So the 4-week count is 14,641. Sydney is 6,035, and 4-week count is 22,991. Canberra is up as well in listings, 616 and 1,937 4-week count. Melbourne is listing is quite high as well. I mean, not as high as before. It was about 11,000 listings. Now 6,734 listings, and 27,294 is the 4-week count. Looking at Darwin, 262 new properties on the market, 1,134 4-week count. Perth is 3,494 properties and 13,916 4-week count. Hobart is 275 new listings, 4-week count is 1,021. Adelaide is 1,612 new listings, and 4-week count is 4,691. So looking at the combined capitals of new listings is 22,996, and the 4-week count is 87,625. So listings are quite high still compared to the sales.
So it is good to see that the stock is still available and that new stock or fresh stock is coming on the market. Well, so right now, let's take a look at some of the auction method, which is one of the preferred methods, and why would that be so? So in today's day and market, as we know, there's so many different ways that people could market their properties. Let's take a look at the auction method.
Is there any better offer before we sell it? Sold. Congratulations. If you've decided to sell your home, choosing the right method of sale is extremely important. Here's 5 reasons why going to auction is a good strategy this spring. As being brand new, absolutely outstanding home that we sell today. So the opening bid's at $3.8 million. First call at auction ultimately reduces the amount of days your property sits on the market. Having a set date creates the urgency for a prospective purchaser to be organised for auction day. Great to see you again. Nice to meet you. Please come through. Taking a home to auction can help you attract more buyers through the open for inspections and more bidders registering at the auction. Thank you for your bid, man. We've got $3,800,000. It creates a competitive environment where bidders can compete for your home. Interested buyers may stretch themselves to buy their dream home.
3.9.
3.9.
And 50.
Is there any better offer before we sell it? Sold. Congratulations. The price that a buyer pays at auction will be the valuation price that comes in for the purpose of finance. In any other method of sale, the valuation is subject to opinion, And in the current market, opinions vary. We'll pop inside and we'll get all the contracts signed and go from there. Once the hammer falls, the buyers sign the contract and an immediate exchange takes place. And with no cooling off period, it is just one of many reasons why going to auction is a fast and efficient way to sell your property this spring.
That again sounds confidence in the market, that vendors are feeling confident to bring their properties onto the market right now, even after that dip, because many were reluctant. They said now they will wait for the market to pick up again before we put our houses for sale in or put it to the market. But looking at those numbers that are coming on, which is quite good, quite encouraging to see that confidence coming back into the market. Now, let's take a look at GlobeNet Realty's ratings. So as you know, there is a Rate My Agent, and if you go on their site, you'll find GlobeNet Realty there. All you need to do is in Google, if you just type in GlobeNet Realty reviews. So, you know, if you look at the GlobeNet Realty is an energy agency dedicated to delivering proven, professional, progressive and personalized results. We are the longest established agency with the most successful sales department in the local area since 1993. So let's take a look at the 40 few reviews that have come on there as well. So if you take a look at the review, so that's the very, very excellent reviews on all the properties that have been going on. So like number one, we look at Depot Road. So exceptional service. We are very happy with Usha's service, and GlobeNet and her sales team have provided for the sale of our property. We are also very happy with the service that Vicky and the property management team have provided over the years. Very professional and friendly staff, highly recommended. So there's 44 reviews which you can read in your time. And as a highly recommended agency, I contacted Usha after being messed around by another agency and immediately knew that I had made the right contact. Usha took time to listen to me, understand my position, and was able to immediately help me with the right real estate choice, which met my requirement. Genuine people are few far between in my experience, and I found Usha to be one of the rare ones. Purchasing a property was a very overwhelming experience for me, but Usha and her team made the process easy to understand, patiently answered every question I had, and actually made it a pleasurable experience. Usha has a wealth of market knowledge and experience. I count myself fortunate to have met her. I highly recommend her agency as professional as well as personable for sellers and buyers alike. When I sell, I will be contacting and going back to GlobeNet. So these are some of the reviews. There's many reviews like that. If you'd like to go on, just do a Google search and say GlobeNet Realty reviews, and it will just take you there. So right now, let's move on. Of course, we know in real estate, the other side of the coin is the rentals. So what's happening rental-wise, because there has been so much talk in the media about, lack of accommodation, people finding it very hard to get into rental accommodation. So what's happening in that scene?
Yes, looking at the capital cities rentals, and the listings are quite good up. In Brisbane, 4,172 new rental properties have come on the market. So 4-week count is 8,253. Sydney has got a large number of rental properties, 12,615 and 29,271 in 4-week count. Canberra is high up in rentals as well, 887. 1,814 is the 4-week count. And Melbourne, 10,956 new rental properties and 26,364 in 4-week count. Adelaide is 1,497 and 4-week count is 2,824. So looking at Darwin, 331 new properties in rentals, 631 is 4-week count. Perth is 3,075 and 4-week count is 6,524. Hobart is 290 597, 4-week count is 607. So total listings for 12-month change is quite good there. Looking at the combined capital cities, 33,833 new properties on the market in the capital cities, 76,288 for the 4-week count. So quite good in listings. Looking at Sydney, 12,000 plus, and Brisbane is still pretty steady in the 4,000s.
So once again, it's good to see that there's rental stock available as well, so people can't complain that they can't get into the houses. 12,615, that's quite a large number that's just come as new listings in Sydney. Wow, that's amazing. So there's quite a lot that's been happening out there. Well, of course, right now we're looking at the sales. We are here in Queensland. So what have been the top 2 sales in Queensland?
Looking at Pelican Waters, 29 Reliance Place, 5 bedrooms, 4 bathrooms and 4 car, sold 3,210,000. So that's in Queensland here. And again in Hope Island in Queensland, 2,154 Beaufort Way, Hope Island. That's sold 5 bedrooms, 5 bathrooms and 3 cars. And that's sold for 3,100,000. So quite good results. Both of them have sold over the 3 million.
And extremely good results there, and wonderful to see that. And of course, as we know, Queensland always leads the way. So it is just being so good to see that. Well, right now, let's move on with the sales.
In the market for 550, 3 bedrooms, multiple car spaces there, and 1 bathroom. So that one is going on the rental section, and it's open this Saturday at 9 o'clock as well. So plenty of properties are coming on the market in rentals as well. And we have just rented one in New Farm on last Saturday. Actually, we have approved the application yesterday, and that's it was rented for $490, and we have got $600 per week now. It's a 2-bedroom apartment on Oxlade Drive in New Farm. So that's the results for the rentals and sales section, and so that's what we have got in the sale and rental market at the moment.
And that is good to see that there's activity levels are on the rise, so which is a very good sign. So once again, Usha, thank you so much for being on the show today and sharing this very informative session with everyone.
Thank you so much for having me on the show, Australian Indian Radio.
So ladies and gentlemen, that's all for you in this weekly real estate update with Usha Chandra of GlobeNet Realty. Until next week, it's goodbye from us.
GlobeNet Realty. GlobeNet Realty has been the longest established, trusted and respected agency in its trade area. Usha Chandra, Director of GlobeNet Realty, provides honest and ethical service to her customers. If you are thinking of investing in Brisbane real estate market, or if you are seeking professional property management, then you should contact Usha Chandra today on landline 3865 4466 or mobile 0419 775 416. And for further updates, log on to our website www.globenetralty.com.au. GlobeNet Realty is your own local real estate agency. Situated at Shop 52281 Sandgate Road, Boondall. GlobeNet Realty. Real estate is our world.